All right, boys, this is going to be how to always fail as a copywriter. And I know what you're thinking. Jason, why would you make a video about how to fail as a copywriter? Just bear with me. I'm going to give you guys 4 things that I still struggle with to this day as a beginner copywriter making $3,000 a month. And I'm going to give you guys the mindset tricks that I use to get over these things. And this video should help you guys a lot. So make sure you watch till the end and watch all the way through, because if you watch this video, you will be better equipped to land clients and just succeed with your copywriting journey overall. So make sure you guys watch to the end of this video. All right, I'm no BS, just jumping right into it. The first thing that will make you always fail as a copywriter is believing what other people say. Okay, so let me elaborate. The way the world works, at least the way I've experienced it, is your beliefs become your reality. And I know this isn't the first time you guys have heard this, okay? So I know I'm not saying something crazy here, but why this is so important is because this does not matter if these are positive beliefs or negative beliefs. No matter what, your beliefs will become your reality. And so there's these things called feedback loops, and there are negative feedback loops and positive feedback loops. And so why these things are so powerful and one's very bad and one's very good is because this is the way it works. So let's take a negative feedback loop, for example. How this works is it's under the assumption that your beliefs become your reality, right? And so theoretically, if you believe that landing copywriting clients is hard and making money online is hard and you're never going to win, then that's what's going to happen, okay? You're going to get nowhere. And so guess what that's going to do? Is that's going to plant more negative thoughts into your mind because you're not seeing results. And then those negative thoughts are going to translate to more negative results. And then those negative results give you more negative thoughts, and you just spiral until you probably quit, right? And so how you beat this is you beat this with positive feedback loops. So how does a positive feedback loop work? Well, it's the same thing, but the way you make this your reality is it starts with a delusional level of confidence. You need a delusional, even when you don't have results, you don't have clients, right? I know it sounds crazy, but you need to believe that you're the man. You need to believe that making money online is easy, landing clients is easy. If all these other dummies are doing it, then why can't I do it? If I do it, I know you guys can do it, right? So you guys need to start with that belief, and then over time, that belief will then become your reality, which will give you positive thoughts and more positive beliefs that will then spiral into your reality, and the loop will continue until you just win. So that I just wanted to explain to you guys the power of feedback loops and why you can't believe what other people say about you, okay? I was told, by the way, when I started copywriting and I quit my job and dropped out of college, I was told, Jason, 99% of businesses fail. 90% of millionaires are college graduates. Why would you drop out? Jason, starting a business is so risky. If you listen to what other people say, everything other people say is bullshit. And it's 99% of the time negative, especially when you're like us and we're trying to do something different away from the norm. People are just going to shit on you, bro. And so what you got to do is ignore them, block them out, and create your own positive feedback loops. And I promise you, it will serve you so well in the long run. So don't believe what other people say, and you will succeed. The second thing that will make sure you guys always fail as a copywriter is doing what everybody else does. Okay, so let me explain. If you're a copywriter, okay, and you are sending the same boring outreach messages that everybody else sends, and you're using the same strategies that everybody else uses, and you're creating the same sales pages that you saw in a YouTube video, okay, you're not going to get anywhere, okay? In order to win, you have to be different, okay? As humans, our biggest superpower is our uniqueness, okay? It's what literally separates us from everybody else. And the same applies for copy. You guys need to look at what other people are doing and find a way that you can implement it and put your own unique twist on it. Okay, and I really think that's where you guys are gonna find the most success. And you can get creative with it, get fun, create a new outreach strategy that works for you, and I think this will serve you well. And, just big picture for a second, doing what everybody else does is so bad for you, okay? Because if you do, like I said at the start, if you do what 99% of people do, you're gonna have what 99% of people have. And what 99% of people do in the big picture is they go to college, they get a 9 to 5 that they hate, they're in a marriage that sucks, and they put a little money in their Roth IRA so they can hopefully retire by the age of 65. And it's a miserable life. It's a miserable life. And like, maybe there's some people that are watching this video that like that, so I'm not trying to rip on you guys, but that life is not for me. And if I just did what everybody else did because I didn't, try to put my own spin on things and do things my own way, I would have never dropped out of college. I would have never quit my job, and I would have never, ever, went all in on this copywriting thing, which has served me so well so far. So I can't stress it enough, guys. You have to be unique. And if you just do what everybody else does, you're going to fail as a copywriter, okay? The third thing that will make sure you always fail as a copywriter is striving for perfectionism, okay? Now, let me explain. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Jason, like, why would you not want to be perfect? Why would you not want to strive for perfectionism? And the answer is this: perfectionism equals paralysis, okay? So let me explain. You guys have heard this story before, I'm sure, because it's very cliche. But there was a pottery class, okay? And the teacher split up the pottery class into 2 sides, okay? And he told one side to make 1 pot for the whole semester, okay? Make 1 clay pot and work as hard as they can on it, just this 1 pot, and make it as good as possible. And that he told the second group of people to make as many pots as they can, okay? And see like the final one they make, see how it compares to the one that group A spent the entire semester working on. And what happened, what they found in this study, if you will, was the second group made a way better clay pot by the end than the first group did by spending all their time on that 1 pot, okay? And so this applies to copy so much. I can't explain how often I've struggled with this and how often I see other people struggle with it. When you're writing a piece of copy, okay? When you're writing a sales page, okay, the first, like, the way I used to write sales pages is I used to like put so much focus into every little detail the first time I wrote it. And what this resulted in was it taking me 3 days to write a sales page, okay, for like an outreach, which should never happen. And so what I realized is the best way to do that, I'll use the sales pages again as an example, is to write the sales page as fast as you can the first time, okay? Make sure it's decent, but like, just get it done. Just focus on getting it done. Don't focus on being perfect, and then go back and revise it. So the way I write sales pages now is I spend like an hour or 2 writing it the first time, especially if this is for a client, and then I will go back over the course of the next week, the next 7 days, and I'll spend like 30 to 45 minutes every day editing the sales page and trying to improve 1 thing every time. And that's resulted in way better results for me and way better sales pages for me in the long run. And like the same's for outreach, guys. Like, one of the most motivating things too is that copywriting in many ways is just a numbers game, okay? Like, if you want to land clients, just send 1,000 outreaches and iterate every single time, okay? Send an outreach, then think, how can I make that better? Do that every single time, and you'll be landing clients left and right. Do that with your sales pages, okay? Instead of focusing on writing the best sales page ever the first time, just focus on writing 50 sales pages and just try to get a little bit better each time, and just focus on getting them done. And by the end of the 50, you will be way better equipped to succeed with copywriting, and you'll be better at writing sales pages than if you just focus on one and try to be perfect. So if you guys strive for perfectionism, you're going to fail. So I can't stress that enough. Don't do that. And the fourth and final thing, this is more of a big business thing in general that I've learned, and I've struggled with this in the past a lot, is shiny object syndrome, okay? And so you guys have heard of this before, but what I mean by this is you see online, right? You watch these gurus, you watch these YouTube videos, and you see copywriting. And, just the natural way, it's not really their fault, but the way that the gurus make copywriting, or, any business, could be trading, drop shipping, Amazon FBA, right? They make it look easy, right? Because their videos are optimized for views and sales, right? It's like how to make 10K in 30 days, right? Which isn't realistic. And so what you find when you start a new thing like copywriting is that it's way harder than you ever realized. And what this makes you want to do is quit and find something else. Because what most of you guys are looking for, okay, and what I used to be searching for in the past too, is you're looking for a get rich quick thing. And I'm here to tell you it doesn't exist. And like, I'll even bring it to copywriting. Like, there's literally no perfect outreach message. Like, it doesn't exist. There's no perfect email framework. You don't just do PAS and like you're gonna write a banger email. Okay, that's not how it works. There's no such thing as get rich quick. Everything you do, like take anything, trading, crypto, Amazon FBA, drop shipping, e-com, like any route you want to go, it just takes time. Like, it's just a process. It takes time to get good. And the more you realize that and you push through that pain you feel when you realize it gets hard, the better off you're going to be. And so instead of like ditching what you're currently trying because you think it's too hard and it's not going to work for me, you need to just stay with it. Stay the course and keep going with it. And that is how you are going to win. That is how you're going to not fail. Okay, so if you guys have shiny object syndrome and you try to just, abandon ship anytime things get hard, you're going to fail. And so that's it. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I know as a copywriter, these are things I still struggle with to this day. I'm not perfect. I'm no better than you. I have days where these things get me. But these are the ways that I've thought about these things that have helped me and served me so well in the long run. And, I'm only making $3K a month right now, but I can safely say, these are the things that got me there, or I guess avoiding these things has gotten me here. So I hope this was valuable. If you guys have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram. My link will be in the bio or in the description. So to go check that out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.